All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Christian and Friends interview podcast, whatever you want to call it. Today we have special guests here, Callie Mullins. Callie, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Callie. I'm obviously Christian Brockman's best friend, and that's why I'm here. Um,
So
yeah,
true, so
yeah.
true. Now, Callie, we're just going to jump straight into this, okay? I'm sure you kept up with the news. Have been major headlines here and there. Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift. Being a Swiftie yourself, how do you feel about the whole situation?
I feel very happy about it. I've seen her be with a lot of bums. I think at least he has money, if nothing else. He seems nice. I didn't have any investment in the Chiefs prior to them being together, so I can't really speak on his record and whatnot. But seems like a stand-up guy. I'm happy to see it. Big day to be an American. Big day to be a Swiftie.
Now, would you say that this has made you less interested in your New York Jets, or would you say you're still hanging on strong there?
I would say I'm hanging on pretty strong to my Jets. It made me more invested in football as a sport because I was like, yes, beautiful women such as Taylor Swift can be invested in this, so that means I can too. I still love the Jets because it pisses you off, and also Noah, and I just really like to be bothersome like that. But love the Jets.
Listen, I'll be the next guy to hate the Jets, but your guy Aaron Rodgers. How do you feel about him being out for probably the remainder of the season, if not retiring at the end due to a what was it, Achilles tear? How do you feel
You know,
about that?
pretty bad. I was really excited to see him be in there. Seemed like a dub for me as a Jets fan for all of like a month prior to him joining the team. Um, but really heartbreaking to witness. Some things just aren't meant to be. I want to believe that he will heal up, he'll be strong, and he'll remain a Jets player for at least the next 30 years. But probably not in the cards.
hmm
So
Now, speaking of Aaron Rodgers, is notoriously known that he is an anti-vax human being. You know somebody in our lives that's also anti-vax by the name of Jacob Crump. How would you, how do you feel about people that are still anti-vax now? How do you feel about COVID now? Do you think it's still an issue? What are your thoughts on that?
I do think it's still an issue. This is the first time I've learned that Jacob Crump was anti-vax. Actually, that's crazy. That makes me concerned for society as a whole. I think I think COVID's real. I've had it many times. I think it's pretty real. It
hmm
hurts pretty bad. I believe in vaccines. I believe in preventative medicine. I would get a vaccine every day given the chance. So hard to hear that such people I idolize, i.e., Aaron Rodgers, Jacob Crump, could fail to grasp that. But never meet your heroes.
hmm Now, sticking to the topic, we're gonna go back to Taylor Swift. Me being a semi Taylor Swift fan, I wouldn't call myself a Swiftie on the hand, but I have my favorite albums. Evermore, Folklore. Those albums. What would you say is your favorite album by the artist?
So my longtime favorite album has and will continue to be 1989. I know that it's popular to say, especially right now when the re-record drops in like a week. But I have been a 1989 girl since about I was like 14. I think it's a great body of work. I think it changed the game of pop music. I think that she reinvented herself, and it was crazy. And I'm a huge fan.
hmm
Um, you know, love Midnight's, love her, but in Folklore and Evermore, they speak for themselves. But it's gonna be 1989.
hmm Now, on her Reputation album, I believe she has a song with Ed Sheeran. How do you feel about that?
It sure is a song. Um,
That is true.
and he sure is on it. She's done a couple with him, and I had nothing against Ed Sheeran. I think he's great for what he is. Um, I don't like when she has him do that little like half rap thing. I think it's kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't like that guy. So.
Yeah.
Moving on, we're gonna go ahead and talk into something you're more familiar with. We're gonna talk about Fortnite. Now, there's a lot of rumors and there's a lot of leaks going around that the OG Chapter One Fortnite map is coming back. Now, were you a player in Fortnite Chapter One?
I was not. I did not become a Fortnite player until earlier this year. It was very late to the Fortnite game. I did not have any type of console to do that on, so I'd never been exposed to the Fortnite previously. But I am kind of a hater of the recent stuff they've done, so perhaps I would enjoy the original. Don't know anything about it though, so
Mm-hmm.
unsure.
Now, the rumors are that they are going back to the original map as well as the original weapons and everything for the season. It might revamp as it goes on, but we don't really know yet. All of its rumors. But for right now, what is your favorite drop spot currently on the map?
I'm a big Steamy Springs girl. That is my go-to. Really love going there. I think it's got nice little flowers. And it's just no one's ever there, and I think it's pretty sick.
Now, aside from Fortnite, what else would you say that you are playing right now?
Primarily Fortnite. um, there was another game I played for a minute. Couldn't tell you the name of it. I've been kind of off the gaming grind. Fortnite gave me a lot of anxiety before I would go into work, and so I had was advised to stop doing that. And so I've
Mm,
not really had much Fortnite time for a while.
hmm I understand that. Now, as a show that's not advertised by this company, but with someone that has worked for this company, how would you say that State Farm's insurance policy can help their customers if they bundle and save home and auto?
Well, with State Farm, you can get that personalized price plan, and they will just find what meets your needs, and they will just get you the best deal ever. I no longer work for State Farm, nor have I for a year, but I trust them with my life. Think they're a great organization. The PPP, if you will, is really great. Saves you money. And it's just the easy answer. They're nice people. They're there all the time. They'll
Hmm
call you on the phone and they'll make you mad, and you'll yell at a girl for calling you, and the girl's me. So
True,
something that
true. I hate when I
mhm.
call someone and a woman picks up. I'll tell you that. I'll tell
So
you that. So, how do you feel about the current ads that they are running during football games? I'm sure you've seen a couple of them. Personally, my favorite one is the Travis Kelsey and Mahomes one, where it says you can bundle Mahomes and then Kelsey. I don't really know. I think it says Maado on the back of his jersey, and that's really funny.
I have not seen that one. I do think that's very funny. I am a big fan of a lot of their commercials. They used to have one where um they were like, "Don't get too personal." I don't know what the bit was, but they like some girl had like a collection of like shrimp tails, just like that she just kept, and they were like, "Don't talk about that." And I thought it was really funny. So that was my personal favorite.
Now, given the opportunity in the future, if you were to star in a State Farm ad, how would you like the script writing and the directing for that to go? What would you say your role in that would be?
Um, I think I would like to, come in swinging. I want to be the figurehead that Jake from State Farm is, but I want it to be Callie from State Farm, and I don't really know what I would do with that. But like, just a woman's perspective, give a voice to women. Let them have the same rights of being a dude that just talks about insurance as well.
Hmm Now, moving on, as someone who's lived next to me and has been in many of homes that I have lived in, how would you say that experience has been personally with me personally?
Um, you know, it's really been something. I think that your and my relationship is most similar to from the Fairly Odd Parents, Timmy Turner's dad, Dinkelberg, where they have their quarrels, but they're just next door all the time, and that's me and you for real. Um, I'm thinking back on the Avenue days. It was always so interesting because I didn't would not speak to you, and I didn't want to speak to you, and I wanted to get in and out, and I thought that was really funny. Um, More recently, you know, it was so funny also when you followed me to live next door to me again. And I must say Fourth Street has been a little bit dimmer without your broken down mustard looking car on the
Hmm
street. So
Now, rumor has it that when I lived next to you on 4th Street, that Noah Maska would connect to my internet as it was better than your internet. Were you ever a part of that as connecting to my Wi-Fi?
I'm gonna own up to that. I don't think he ever did that. I did that all the time
Mm,
because that was bad for a long time, and I had to like do schoolwork. And he told me the password, so he did aid and abet me into getting that. But like that was probably me. There were a couple times where you kicked me off of it, but I
that
didn't
is
really
true.
feel. I didn't want to message you and be like, "Hey, you should let me back on that," because that seems like maybe I shouldn't do that either. But it was helpful. It came in clutch a few different times.
Hmm
So.
there's a couple times I was at work. It's like 2 a.m. and I see someone is connected to your router. I go, well, that's strange. That shouldn't be happening. So,
It
this
was me
question.
as well. When I gave that password a rip.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Whatever. I wasn't using it at that time. Now this question comes from my roommate Hades the cat. He just wants to know, how do you feel about him?
I really like him. I miss him a lot. Um, miss him and Athena. They were really, really enjoyable. I don't know what relationship. I don't know what to call them. Peers, comrades. Really miss seeing their little faces.
Mhm. Now this question, we're going back to the Jets. How do you feel about their season so far? How do you feel they're gonna do this week, as well as in the future?
This far they've definitely, taken some L's. Um, I, going forward, every day is just by 90. I have full faith in them. They will turn it around. Aaron Rodgers' ankle or leg or whatever the fuck is wrong with him will just miraculously heal. He will be back at it again. And they will win the Super Bowl. And when they do, I will make $75 because I placed a bet many months ago. So
Not a lot of money you placed then. Not
I
a
placed a
lot
bet.
of money. You probably placed like 10 cents.
It's $5, I think. But
Okay, well, hopefully you win that for you. I know you're in need of $75.
I am
Um,
very.
Now being a woman yourself, congratulations on being the first woman on the show. It might be the last, to be honest, but congratulations on that. How do you feel about that?
I feel really great. I feel a lot like, Neil Armstrong going to the moon. They never thought that a woman could be on here, and here I am. Just breaking barriers, and so early as well. Because when this started, I was like maybe in a year when Christian runs out of friends, I can be a guest. But thankfully for me, you apparently have much fewer friends than I thought you did. So
Oh,
now I get one, and that's
I
great.
ran out on week 2. Trust me. Trust me.
Well, it's a big dub for me. It means a lot. Had a lot of expectations to come in here and prove that women can also turn on a camera and speak.
Hmm.
Really hard, complicated things.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. I'm glad that you feel empowered to be on here. That's what we're all about. We're all about equality and diversity on the Christian and Friends show. Uh, that's it on that part. So being someone that talks funny, how would you say that? How would you say? Are you funny? That's the
Are you
question.
asking me? About
That's the question.
I think I'm very funny. I think I'm one of the funniest people I know. I think that the musical Funny Girl was about me. I think I've been told countless times by people that know me that I'm the funniest person they know, and so therefore I'm the funniest person I know, and I stand by that.
Hmm.
I don't think I talk funny. I think that I'm from Appalachia, and I think that you speak all your talk on your diversity and inclusion of the podcast, and yet you shame me. Something to think about. That internal bias.
The funny thing is, when I moved to North Carolina, I was talking to you about how heartbroken I was, is that I would be the one that would be talking funny now. But between all my interactions with random people in North Carolina, they have said you do not sound like someone from Kentucky. So I think they're envisioning somebody that sounds a little bit more like you. When they think of people from Kentucky, they just say I sound normal. So I'm glad that I'm not the funny talking guy still. So I just
Well,
thought I'd
congrats.
let you know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's really huge for you.
Hmm. I needed it.
You did.
So this is the last question that I got. Then we'll get on to some viewer questions. What would you say that your bar routine is? Go ahead and walk me through your drinks. How do you go about that night?
Um, I acquire my gang of whoever that will be for the evening. Um, have a couple, stored bevies at home. That might be a wine. It might be a Sonic seltzer in a can. Might be like what's it called? A beatbox. Do that sometimes. Just get a nice feeling within me. Um, to save money and to want to actually leave my house. Um, Go out, hit the town. Um, Make Noah purchase like 3 vodka crayons for me, and then I'm good. And I've spent $0 because I'd already bought the stuff I had at home, and I have a boyfriend who pays for me. So that's another female dub coming at
Hmm.
you.
All right. Well, thank you for that. We're gonna go ahead and move on to some viewer questions here. This first question comes from an Austin Jones. He has 2 questions. He says, "Any strong opinions of women's suffrage?"
I approve it. I believe in women being able to vote. I apparently don't believe in myself being able to vote because I just accidentally requested an absentee ballot and then sent it to my parents' house several hours away. So will I get to have that suffrage? I don't know. But I'm a big fan of women having voice and vote.
Now, his second question is a fuck, marry, or kill. The options are cheese sticks, cheese steaks, or cheesecakes,
What is a cheese steak?
like a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, okay. Well, kill that. I don't rock with that at all. Um, and yeah, fuck a cheesecake, marry cheese stick.
That might be controversial. We might get some backlash in the comments for that, but thank you for voicing that.
Can I also interject for a moment?
Hmm.
Um, Not that this is a question and answer, but if he were here, my question for Austin Jones would be, why did I not get an invite to his wedding? Why did Noah not receive a +1, yet Kaylin Warren received a +1? Kaylin Warren, who has not had a significant other in the entire time that I've known who he was. That's my question for Austin Jones. But anyway,
That's crazy. Austin Jones, I would like to retaliate on that as well. I also did not receive a wedding. Now, I know I've talked to you on one occasion. I was on acid, but I also did not receive an invite. So I'm hoping to see some comments on this video with some answers to that. But thank you for bringing that up, Callie.
I felt needed.
All right, they got two questions here from a Trevor DeGruccio. His first question is, Callie, what game at the casino are you playing when Noah is down bad to bring back the pot of gold so the house is rich?
So it used to be they had one where it was like a big wheel, and I don't really remember what you did with the wheel, but I really liked that one, and I did really good on that, and I won a lot of money. Then they got rid of the wheel, I guess, because they didn't want to see people like me win. And so then I started doing. There's like a little Shop of Horrors slot game that I really enjoy. I like to watch the big plant try to like chomp. It's very fun, and do get some coins on that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Now, his other question is, what is Callie's favorite Four Loco flavor?
Um, it used to be the blue raz. I had a very adverse reaction one time and have steered clear from them for the most part for a while. Do also like the whatever the red one is. I don't know if it's like a fruit punch. I don't know what it is, but enjoy that. Um, would say either of those probably.
Some good questions there. Now,
Mhm.
this one comes from a Kalen Warren, whatever his last name is.
Whatever it may
He
be.
he asked Callie, what's the power ranking of our apartment's cats?
I feel like number one goes to Sugar. I don't know if I have a reason for any of these, but I just rock with Sugar the most. I think two would be Cup. I do enjoy Cup. I've known Cup for longer. I don't know why Cup looks like that, and that really is very funny to me. And then three is Grizu because I just don't know enough about him. I just don't. I walk in a room, he runs away. I don't learn a lot in my interactions with him, so I can't really adequately rank him.
Mm-hmm. All right, now this question comes from a Noah Maskley. He asked, which Star Wars character is Callie and why?
He sent this because I've never watched any Star Wars ever. But I would say Chewbacca because he makes that noise, and I think I also make a similar noise sometimes when irritated.
Can you go
Um,
ahead and give us a demo of what that noise sounds like? I'll
you
do
know
it
what?
first to put the pressure off. He sort of goes like that a little bit.
I don't know if I I don't know if I want to like watch myself make the noise.
Go ahead.
Uh, I, uh, like that, like just like
Mm-hmm.
a hefty from deep within the soul.
Pretty accurate, actually. So, well, there you go. This one comes from a Paige Bowman. They ask, what is Callie's thoughts on Martin Luther, not King Jr.?
So this is Martin Luther that wrote the theses to the Catholic Church, I
Mm-hmm.
assume. Um, I haven't thought about him since I was probably in the ninth grade, but I think what he did was good. I don't really remember, so I don't want to be quoted as saying that if I'm wrong. But from what I recall, the Catholic Church was doing some nonsense, and he said, "Here's 100 reasons why you're dumb." And I really
99.
99. I'm rounding. I knew it was somewhere in the 90s, but he made his statement, um, and I really rock with someone who's a hater. So thumbs up for me.
True. Now, here's two questions from a Riley Campbell. Also, for what would you do? You have anything to say about Riley? Maybe about like women or anything?
Um, I think Riley's had a difficult past with women, but I don't think that should impede him from a much brighter future. I think that I have an anonymous friend that I've thought for years should be married to Riley Campbell. I will not dox them as they are now in a relationship, but I think that they're soulmates. And I think that like I think Riley is a great stand-up man that will someday find him a lady.
All right. Well, he has two questions for you today. His first question is three things Callie liked and disliked about the Avenue.
I've been waiting for this one. I didn't know I was, but I was. I liked getting to see Hades and Athena. Um, I liked. I just think Riley's a funny little dude, and sometimes I would just see him, and it would just make me giggle, not in like not in like a disrespectful way, but I was just like and just brought a smile to my heart. Um, a third thing that I liked, um, it was easy to park outside of there. That was really helpful. It was easy to get over there.
Mhm.
Things I did not like, the state of like most of the house at any given moment. There was never any soap. There was like rarely anything that one person would like need to like feel like not scared. Um,
That's not
didn't like.
true. We had a sign of I think Walker Texas Ranger. That made me
Okay,
feel safe.
okay. Well, I couldn't wash my hands, and that did not make me feel safe at all. Um, I didn't like. There was one time that like after I didn't like when everyone moved out, and then it was just Noah's home, and so then I had to be mad at him when it looked like that, because I could no longer blame it on the roommates that he didn't have anymore.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't. Was that three or was that?
I will say it was three.
Let's go with that.
His other question is, what are your predictions for those Jets the rest of the season?
Dubs only from here on out. Going to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl. I get a Jets tattoo on my forehead, and Aaron Rodgers is cured and turns bionic and stays on there forever.
Let's hope that happens. Now, this is the last viewer question that we got. This comes from a Juice. He's got two questions. He said, Callie, what are you till you die, ho?
Come again.
He said, what are you till you die, ho? I think that's some song lyric. Either that or an inside joke I'm not getting.
I'm Kaio till I die. I forget that is what I am till I die. But I'm
Okay.
also repping my letters today.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm I'm just that girl. So
last woman to get letters. That's crazy.
last person to get letters. So.
Hmm.
Mhm.
His other question is, do you think fossils give a complete or limited view about all creatures that have lived on Earth?
Well, naturally, it's a limited view because I mean, there's so much that's not retained or able to be learned from a fossil. Think about dinosaurs. We still don't really know if they had like feathers and stuff or not because that's not something that is shown in a fossil really for the most part. That's just you get the shape. You just get the rough shape. You got to make it up as you go along. And there's all these recreations of like if a cow, it would say that we didn't say we lived in a time without cows. Say that you find a fossil of a cow, it's like here's how you reconstruct it, and it doesn't look anything at all like what a cow looks like in real life because you're just trying to fill in the pieces that you don't know. So like in a way, yeah, we can learn from fossils, but it's limited. There's only so much that you can get.
Well, there you have it. That's all the questions that we have from viewers and from myself. Nakai, do you have any questions for me?
um how's North Carolina?
It's boring as fuck.
Mm.
Ain't nothing to do here. I work at Best Buy and UPS, so I just sort of chill. I don't want
Two
to make
jobs.
any new friends because I got enough. But they're 900 miles away.
Mm.
Um, about it. Hades pees on the carpet all the time. We bought him an $800 litter box. He doesn't use it. Um,
Why would he?
yeah, no point in using it. I guess you don't want to. That's fine. He's cute. So, yep, that's North Carolina. It's literally
Oh,
Louisville, but more spread out.
nice.
Literally the same exact thing.
Just what I wanted in Louisville. More distance.
Yeah.
Um, how's Michaela?
She's good. She's at work. Um, I don't know what she's doing in school, but she's doing some.
She's doing something.
She's doing some. She's that's about it. She's grad school. Um,
Must be nice. Trying to get like her for real.
yeah, I'm going to grad school.
Are you really? Or are you making that up?
LSU I applied.
Okay, word.
Yeah. So,
For like
uh,
an NBA?
yep. Try to get
Alright.
like us, okay? Just try to get like us, okay? We understand it might not be for everybody, but just just try to get like us. I don't want to bring no trauma into this, but well, yeah, we'll get off that topic.
Yeah.
Well,
Next.
well, if that's all we got, that's all we got. That's all we got. So, thank you, Callie, for being here. It was a real pleasure. Always important to have you on the show. From biggest hater to best friend, this was Callie Mullins, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, and ring that bell and get those notifications on. Go ahead and comment what your favorite parts were and who you guys want to see in the next video, because I honestly don't know yet. But that's all the time we got for today, guys. Peace.